Hello, I am Melissa Ashley and welcome back to my channel. I am still here in Watford doing the Royal National Orthopaedic Hospital's pain management course. My intention was to kind of vlog daily with my experience. Please excuse this look and the creaky chair. I have just got out of the bath. But honestly, in some aspects it's been really draining focusing on myself, and so we're actually on Wednesday now. I've completely skipped yesterday, so I thought I would talk about yesterday first of all and do like a little overview of what we did and then what's happened today. Yesterday morning we started off with pain education, and it was talking about the difference between, I'm so sorry about my phone. We were talking about the difference between acute pain, which is like having an injury and having like that 3-month healing time, to it then becoming a chronic pain where, although there might still be sort of like different tissue injuries going on, a lot of it is to do with the fact that the unconscious part of your brain has rewired itself to be oversensitive. We had mixed feelings about it wasn't necessarily delivered in the most kindest way for us, and as people with chronic illness being told a lot, surely you can't feel like that, it must be in your head. The message was there, but the delivery wasn't. So that was an interesting session, which afterwards, us as a group, we're getting on so well, and we all discussed that we actually felt quite upset by it afterwards, and we needed time to digest the information. Then I had a one-to-one with the OT yesterday morning, and we'd kind of done a one-to-one assessment on Monday, and so then yesterday we finished that assessment and we talked about like my main aims. So for me, my main aim working with occupational therapy is to try and get my sleep pattern sorted out and like calm my mind and be more comfortable in bed. And then there was a couple of other things to do with the way I balance my life. So we went over that yesterday, and then in the afternoon we had a psychology of pain session with one of the consultant psychologists here, and it was really well delivered, really informative, and it was about understanding the connection with our feelings and thoughts and emotions and things to do with the pain as well, and the reason why certain things are helpful and certain things are not, and certain thoughts and behaviours are and some aren't. And so a lot of these things are kind of, it's like almost they deliver a suggestion for you to then go away and figure out in your own way. And then after that I finished at 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock yesterday, and I had the afternoon completely to myself, which actually I kind of needed. So I was allowed to venture out on my scooter because we're following regulations regarding, you know, the old Rona. We're not allowed to come into contact with other people and stuff, so I was allowed out as long as I didn't go in any shops or like come close to any people and stuff like that. So I actually went out on my scooter and I went down some country lanes and things on it, and I got some fresh air and cleared my head, and I was listening to Christmas music and stuff like that, because actually one of the things that they talked about was doing things that make you happy, and being cooped up here for 3 weeks is something that won't make me happy. So getting out is an important thing to me, so I did that. I struggled to get to sleep last night. I picked up the phone and I did put it down within 10 minutes, but I did pick it up and I'm trying to keep it down. And then this morning was hard. This morning felt like I had been hit by a train. My whole body hurt, my brain couldn't click into gear, I was foggy, I felt disoriented, I couldn't get out of bed. I was still in bed even when they knocked with my breakfast this morning, and I had to kind of quickly put some clothes on to answer the door, and then I literally put my breakfast tray down on this side and I went back to bed for a while. I struggled. And we went down this morning for mindful movement, and it was a practical one, and it was kind of focusing on the areas of your body and whether they hurt or not and what was going on. Having that first thing in the morning when you've only just tried to wake up and got yourself ready and going, to then suddenly try and calm yourself all down again and get into this zone, was very, like, the timing wasn't the greatest. So I have, like, everything I'm telling you, I have fed back about my thoughts and feelings on this. So it just felt like, I know it was an introduction and we're going to be doing it more and more throughout the next couple of weeks, but doing it on a Wednesday morning session, whereas if it has switched to the afternoon where we had lunch and then we did it and we practiced it and calmed ourselves down and listened to our bodies, and then we could go off back to our rooms and relax and settle into it, I feel would have been so much better. So yeah, that was tough, and it was actually quite emotional for a couple of people in my group today. Today's the first day I haven't cried and today others have. So I guess it's different things hit different people in different ways, because we all suffer from pain, but we all feel it in different ways. And so and one of the things that the realizations that I had when I was trying to do the mindful movement is they focus on your breathing. And I've always been a shallow mouth breather, and I find it really tough to take like long deep breaths and hold it and then in and out. And then ever since I had COVID, it's even worse because I get out of breath really easily, and then I panic, like I can't breathe, because at the moment I try and control my breathing does not feel relaxing at all, and it feels very difficult. So I discussed this I had another occupational therapy session today, and obviously focusing on getting to sleep better and stuff, focus on breathing. And she actually explained that calming the breathing down calms the pain signals down as well, so it's really important to try and work on that. So that was really interesting, because I'd never kind of put that correlation together before. And she suggested an app for me to try, and we're going to be getting into this even further and looking at my sleep, because that's like my number one problem. And I really enjoyed that occupational therapy session today. I came out of there and I felt like we had a plan and I understood it, which, you know, sometimes you get told a plan but you don't understand it, the reasons why you're doing it. But like, the fact is, like, I need to learn to slow my breathing, and the reason I need to do that is because it slows my pain signals down, which obviously will help hopefully to make me feel a bit better and less in pain. So and how we're going to do this is we're going to try these exercises, and there's different ways, and you pace it and build up, and it's not like an overnight thing. And I appreciate that. I like to have those distinctions, otherwise you come out and you feel a little bit lost and a little bit woolly. So there was that. And then this afternoon we had understanding the body, and it was all to do with like the systems in your body and things you've been told as well, that make you then kind of have those beliefs If you're told you shouldn't do something at some point because of something wrong with your health, then you believe that you shouldn't do it for the rest of the time, and nothing's changed, and it's kind of inground into you, and understand how that impacts on your body. And for instance, me, I know I do what's called guarding, where I have very painful left hip, so I put all my weight through my right side. I sit on my right buttock most of the time, like even now I'm sitting on my right bum side. I'm not really putting any weight through my left, and that's called guarding. But actually what that's doing now is it's causing problems for me on my right side. So it's like that understanding, and that is something that me and my physio are going to work together with. And then after the understanding the body talk this afternoon, we were free again. So I came back to a room and I actually logged on and did a couple of hours work, because I didn't really have anything else to do, and I was too tired to go out. I really wanted to go out and get some fresh air, but I thought it would be dangerous too, and I think I'd be over pushing myself, and we've got a busier day tomorrow. So I came back, I did some work for a couple of hours, and then I snuggled up on my sofa that I have here. I put a film on, and I think I drifted off a little bit for a while. I didn't go into a particularly deep sleep or anything. And then it was time for dinner. We all sat and had a lovely meal tonight. We're going to do a movie night tomorrow night. And then I came back and had a nice bath, spoke to Scott. I've packed up a bit because we're having a movie night tomorrow and then we leave Friday morning. I thought, you know what, if I do most of my packing now, tomorrow's already a busy day with activity, and then we've got plans for tomorrow evening if we feel up to it, that is, of course. So I've kind of had the thought, forward thinking of going, let's pack these bits now, because I'm going to leave some stuff here so I don't have to keep bringing it back and forth. But like my washing and stuff I'll be taking home, because I'll go home for the weekend, then I come back Sunday night ready to start the week again. So that's what I've been doing this evening, and I was just like, oh, haven't vlogged. I was thinking of you, always thinking of you. And so I was like, right, I better vlog, and then now I'm going to log you off and go to sleep. So the next time you see me, we should be covering tomorrow's sessions, and if I don't vlog tomorrow evening, I'll probably vlog when I get home Friday, so it'll be Thursday, Friday. So tomorrow we start at 9 o'clock, so that's our earliest start, because everything else has been 9:30. So we have mindful movement at 9 o'clock, which I'm kind of worried is going to be those exercises again, which is going to put us in that kind of lull of not wanting to be awake again. So, you know, we'll see. Then we've got a session about pacing from 9:30 to 10:30. And then from 11:30 to 12:30, we have water-based exercises. Now, being a woman, that awful time in the month has hit me right at the wrong time. So currently, unless things change overnight, I won't be doing that. I won't be partaking in that bit, which I'm gutted about because I love being in water. And then we have lunch, and then we have relaxation and stress management. And then I have physiotherapy, so I finish at 2:45 tomorrow afternoon. So it's a much longer day. However, it does look like I won't be doing anything from 10:30 until 1 o'clock presently. So we'll see how I go. So that's where we're at. It's really difficult to assess how I feel overall right now. It's very early days. It's the middle of the very first week, and I'm here for 3 weeks. So stick with us and see what happens and see how I feel. I'm really sorry if this lighting's terrible, but this hotel room does not have like a main light, so it's not particularly bright, and I'm just sitting under like one harsh one that's above a mirror. So I'll speak to you next time. Please subscribe to my channel. You following me does mean a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. Lots of love. See you soon.